Welcome back to Star Death Updates, where we bring you the latest news on the passing of some of the world's most notable figures. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video for more updates on the lives and deaths of our favorite celebrities.
Jamie Foxx has recently recovered from a serious health scare that landed him in the hospital. Robbie Robertson, the visionary lead guitarist and mastermind behind the band, deserves an eternal tribute for crafting undying melodies like The Wait, Up on Cripple Creek, and The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down that have indelibly shaped the landscape of American music. Today, as the news echoes with heavy hearts, we mourn the loss of this legend at the age of 80. Surrounded by loved ones, Robertson peacefully departed from this realm, leaving behind a legacy that will forever resonate. From their humble beginnings as Bob Dylan's loyal backing ensemble to their own ascent as the embodiment of old-fashioned camaraderie and artistic brilliance, the band left an indelible mark on popular music throughout the 1960s and 70s. They amplified Dylan's radical transformation from a folk troubadour to a rock luminary, while absorbing musical influences and weaving them into a new auditory tapestry rooted in the essence of America's past. Born in Canada, Robertson, a high school dropout of mixed heritage, part Jewish, part Mohawk and Cayuga, fell in love with the vast tapestry of sounds that his adopted homeland offered. He wrote music with a sense of wonderment and exploration during a time when the Vietnam War had disenchanted millions of young Americans. Robertson led a life akin to Voltaire's Candide, finding himself in the presence of rock and roll giants. He received guitar tips from Buddy Holly, witnessed early performances by Aretha Franklin and the Velvet Underground, shared joints with the Beatles, bore witness to the genius of songwriting duo Leiber and Stoller, and even engaged in conversation with Jimi Hendrix during his early struggles as Jimmy James. The band's journey began as a supporting act for rockabilly sensation Ronnie Hawkins in the early 1960s. Through years of honing their craft in bars and juke joints, they crafted a depth and versatility that allowed them to embrace any musical genre in any setting. Alongside Robertson, the ensemble comprised drummer-singer Levon Helm, guitarist-singer Rick Danko, keyboardist-singer Richard Manuel, and musical virtuoso Garth Hudson. Originally dubbed the Hawks, they eventually earned the name The Band, a nod to their pivotal role alongside Dylan, where people would simply refer to them as The Band. Their legacy remains defined by their first two albums, Music from Big Pink and self-titled The Band, both released in the late 1960s. At the time, the rock scene was veering away from the psychedelic excesses showcased in albums like the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, distancing itself from prolonged guitar solos and lysergic-fueled lyrics. Music from Big Pink, inspired by the group's dwelling near Woodstock, New York, offered a profound sense of familiarity to countless listeners. Its intimate mood, coupled with lyrics that oscillated between playful, enigmatic, and longing sentiments, drew from a blend of blues, gospel, folk, and country music. The band embodied selflessness and the spirit of a shared and vital history, as their members, clad in unassuming dark attire, each contributed distinctively to their artistry. Through their legendary collaboration on the Basement Tapes with Dylan in 1967 and their subsequent albums, the band is rightfully hailed as a foundation of Americana and roots music. Their influence has forever transformed lives, inspiring artists such as Eric Clapton to dissolve Cream and venture to Woodstock in the hopes of joining forces with the band. Their impact can be felt on iconic records like the Grateful Dead's Working Man's Dead and Elton John's Tumbleweed Connection. Moreover, their songs have been eloquently covered by musical icons like Aretha Franklin, Joan Baez, and the Staple Singers. In a memorable television performance by the Beatles of Hey Jude, Paul McCartney couldn't help but interject lyrics. In memory of Doreen Mantle, the beloved star of One Foot in the Grave, who has passed away at the age of 97. Doreen brilliantly portrayed the character of Jean Warboys, the dear friend of Victor Meldrew's wife, winning the hearts of audiences during the show's run from 1990 to 2000. Doreen peacefully left this world in her family home, leaving behind a legacy of remarkable performances. As a stage, screen, and radio actress, she brought joy to countless fans. Her representative shared the heartbreaking news, saying, "It is with great sadness that we announce the death of our beloved client and much-loved stage, screen, and radio actress Doreen Mantle, aged 97. She died peacefully at home and is survived by her 2 sons, 4 grandchildren, and 1 brother." As the Mirror has reported, Doreen's career extended beyond her iconic role in One Foot in the Grave. She graced our screens in The Duchess of Duke Street, Casualty, The Bill, Holby City, and Coronation Street. Her final appearance as Jean in a special edition of One Foot in the Grave, 30 Years of Laughs, showcased her enduring talent. Doreen also made her mark on the BBC One series Doctors, where she had a recurring role from 2001 to 2019. Fans of Coronation Street will remember her as Joy Fishwick, appearing in the soap for 10 episodes as the mother of Colin Fishwick, who fell victim to identity fraud by John Stape. Her performances in the now decommissioned BBC medical drama Holby City as Simone Manstein and Sylvia Wheeler are also unforgettable. Doreen's talent was not limited to television. She made appearances in several films, including the 2017 production 55 Steps, where she portrayed Eleanor's mother alongside Helena Bonham Carter and Hilary Swank. Beyond the screen, Doreen Mantle left her mark on the stage. In 1979, she was honored with an Olivier Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for her exceptional performance in Death of a Salesman. She captivated audiences in her one-woman show My Truth and Reconciliation, as well as in productions like 84 Charing Cross Road at the Ambassadors Theatre and the classic comedy Billy Liar at the Duke of York's Theatre. The news of Doreen's passing has deeply saddened her countless fans, who took to social media to express their condolences. One fan wrote, "Good night. God bless Mrs. Warboys, Doreen Mantle. Thanks for all the laughter. Rest in peace." Another expressed, "Doreen Mantle, what a life. A fantastic actress, you just knew it would be a good watch if she was in it, a rip." And a third said, "Such sad news, rip Doreen Mantle. What an absolutely amazing actress. She was brilliant in everything she did. Mrs. Warboys was one of the greatest comic characters ever. Rippy Doreen." Farewell to a remarkable talent, Doreen Mantle. May she rest in peace, knowing she has left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. To today, we gather to pay tribute to the late Sean Dawkins, a remarkable talent and an All-American wide receiver for Cal, whose untimely passing at the age of 52 has left us all in a state of profound sadness. On Tuesday, the world lost a shining star when Dawkins, a beloved father of 3, succumbed to cardiac arrest, as confirmed by officials from Cal football. Born and raised in Sunnyvale, Dawkins gained prominence through his exceptional skills showcased at Homestead High in Cupertino. Remaining committed to the Bay Area, he continued his football journey at Cal, where he quickly cemented his status as one of the finest wide receivers in college football. The year 1992 witnessed Dawkins receiving the prestigious honor of being named a first-team All-American, a testament to his unwavering dedication and remarkable talent. Shortly after his phenomenal collegiate career, the Indianapolis Colts recognized Dawkins' immense potential and selected him as the 16th overall pick in the NFL Draft. It was during his time with the Colts that Dawkins truly left an indelible mark, establishing himself as one of the league's most reliable and consistent receivers. His dedication and skill won the hearts of fans and fellow athletes alike. Following his professional football journey, Dawkins pursued a career in real estate in the Sacramento area. Above all, his focus turned towards raising his beloved family, cherishing the role of a devoted husband and father to his wife, Sachiko, as well as his twin sons, Luke and Cameron, and his daughter, Ella. His commitment to his family was evident in every aspect of his life, shining brightly alongside his immense athletic achievements. Today, we remember Sean Dawkins not only as a talented athlete, but also as a loving family man who touched the lives of those around him. Though his sudden departure leaves an irreplaceable void, his spirit and legacy will forever remain etched in our hearts. May we find solace in the cherished memories he leaves behind and comfort his loved ones during this difficult time. Rest in peace, dear Sean Dawkins. Bart Marden, a visionary abstract painter who rejuvenated the art form during a time when some believed painting had lost its vitality, has passed away at the age of 84. The news of his death was shared by his daughter, Mirabelle Marden, who took to Instagram to announce that he had peacefully passed away on Wednesday at his home in Tivoli, New York. "He was lucky to live a long life doing what he loved," she wrote, adding that her father had continued painting until just a few days before. Marden was deeply committed to the exploration of abstraction, never wavering in his dedication to the movement. When asked if he ever had a desire to paint figuratively, he simply replied, "No." However, he drew inspiration from artists who came from figuration. While many artists were pushing the boundaries of the traditional frame and even the canvas itself, Marden focused on reinventing the medium of painting. "People were saying painting is dead," he once explained. "It was my way of saying what can be done." He regarded rectangles as a great human invention. His first solo exhibition in 1966 at New York's Bikert Gallery showcased flat, monochromatic works in understated colors. The Metropolitan Museum of Art described these pieces as having indeterminate color characteristics, with drips and slim, tapered brushstrokes reaching into this channel, serving as evidence of both gravity and the artist's labor. During that time, Marden led a bohemian lifestyle, often mingling with the troubadours and poets of Greenwich Village. In that same exhibition, he paid homage to Bob Dylan with a bruised purple monochrome and to Nico with a tawny blonde canvas. As Marden's artistic journey progressed, he embraced various minimalistic modes. In 1984, he departed from monochromes and delved into deceptively simple yet intricately reworked swirls of paint, often inspired by Eastern calligraphy. One of his notable series, Cold Mountain, from 1989 to 1991, drew inspiration from Tang Dynasty poet Han Shan. Each piece began with a landscape that was then distilled into an abstracted impression. According to art critic Roberta Smith, Marden attained a flamekeeper status and was considered the Giorgio Morandi of radical abstraction, crafting exceptionally beautiful and meticulously executed and expensive artworks. Marden embraced the challenge of abstraction presented by revered artists such as Jasper Johns and Robert Rauschenberg, paying tribute to his predecessors in the field. He once pondered, "Is a flag real?" referring to John's incorporation of everyday objects into his artwork, adding a new dimension to the concept of reality in painting. In 2017, Marden exhibited at the Gagosian Gallery in London, returning to monochromatic works. He described his process, saying, "I kept putting the same color on, the same color, but every time I put it on, it was different. Each time, it was a whole new light color experience. It involved harnessing some of the powers of the earth, harnessing and communicating." Born on October 15, 1938, in Bronxville, New York, Marden studied at the Boston University School of Fine and Applied Arts before attending the Yale School of Art as a graduate student. There, he was alongside notable artists such as Chuck Close, Robert Mangold, and Richard Serra. During his retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art in New York in 2006, Marden shared insights into his creative process, stating, "When I have put all I can into it and it really breathes, I stop. There are times when a work has pulled ahead of me and goes on to become something new to me, something that I have never seen before. That is finishing in an exhilarating way." Bryce Marden leaves behind a profound artistic legacy and a lasting impact on the world of abstract painting. Jamie Foxx has recently recovered from a serious health scare that landed him in the hospital. He expressed his gratitude to those who prayed for him and sent messages of support, revealing that his family played a crucial role in his recovery. Foxx wanted to keep his condition private because he didn't want people to see him in a vulnerable state. He acknowledged that there were rumors about his health, including being paralyzed, but he assured everyone that he is not suffering from those conditions. Despite the challenges he faced during his road to recovery, he expressed his determination to bounce back and continue working. He also addressed the speculation that he is a clone, dismissing it as untrue. Foxx became emotional while thanking his supporters and assured them that they will see more of him in the future. The response to his Instagram post was overwhelmingly positive, with many offering well wishes and words of encouragement. George Gray, the announcer for The Price is Right, recently suffered from 3 heart attacks and is currently recovering in a hospital in Arizona, according to a report from Entertainment Tonight. Gray, 53, experienced chest pains a week ago and had his first heart attack on the way to the hospital. A stent procedure failed, leading to a second heart attack. His most severe heart attack, known as a widowmaker, occurred during surgery when doctors decided to perform multiple bypasses instead of the planned single bypass. Gray's wife, Brittany, mentioned that their canceled vacation due to COVID-19 potentially saved his life, as they would have been en route on the anniversary of their wedding when the heart attacks occurred. Gray had no prior signs of heart problems and was in good health before the incidents. He will remain in Tucson until he has sufficiently recovered to return to Los Angeles. Production of The Price is Right has been halted due to the pandemic.